Gimmel. This is Mr. Rosenberg, Dan Rosenberg, your friendly computer science teacher. Just wanted to go through this with you and show you something new, which is pretty cool. We talked about this a couple of weeks ago. This is how the Victorians did multiplication. If you had 18 times 12, you would have the left side, so half of 18 is 9. Whew. Come on, there we go. Half of 9 is 4.5. But remember, for the Victorians, we don't care about the halves. Half of 4 is 2, and half of 2 is 1. And on the right side, you would just double things. So it would be 24, 48, which is 24 plus 24. 48 and 48, I believe, is 96. And 96 and 96 is 192, I believe, right? If I could, this is what I would do once I start getting things, whoops. Oh, come on. 96. My board here is not cooperating, but that is 192, I believe. Am I doing that right? I don't know. I mean, I gotta tell you, it's been a long week, so hopefully I am doing that correct. So then what we do is we get rid of the evens, and we're gonna add, and this is an even as well, so we're gonna add the odds up, and we will get ourselves the answer. So 4 plus 2 is 6 here. 9 plus 2 is 11, so it's 216. So that would be 216. 18 times 12 is 216. Yes, we're correct. So that is how the Victorians do it. But I wanted to show you, I've shown you this before, but I wanted to show you a different thing. I wanted to show you the Egyptian method. So the Egyptians, when they were building the pyramids and stuff, used a similar method, but a little different. And I kind of like this method. It is still uses the power of 2, but just kind of in a reverse way. So the way the Egyptians would do things, they would start off, let's say it's 17 times 13. They would, on the left column, they would start with 1, and then they would put the number you're multiplying by, so 13. The next column, then they would double 1. So they're doubling the left side. So 2, 13 plus 13 is 26. All right, then they would go to 4, and 26 plus 26 is, oops, sorry, confusing. Oh, it's 52. That's 26 plus 26. Then we have 8 and 104, and then 16 and 208. Now, they would stop over here on the left side when they get enough to make 17. And what I mean by that is the next number, if we were going to continue doubling after 16, 16 plus 16 is 32. But 32 is more than 17. So we don't use it, all right? So we'll get rid of that. So for 16, now if we look at the left side, so this is what we got here. To make 17, we need 16, all right? We don't need 8, we don't need 4, we don't need 2, and we need 1. Because 16 plus 1 equals 17. All right, hopefully that makes sense. So we don't need this, we don't need this, we don't need this. So we are left with 208, and we're left with 13. We simply add those two together. 8 plus 3 is 11, and we carry the 1 here. So that is 2 and 221. So the answer to 17 times 13 is 221. That's how the Egyptians did multiplication. We'll do one more just to make it, let's say we're doing our old 9 times 13. So we'll go here. So we're going to start with 1 and 13, 2 and 26, 4 and 52, 8 and 104. Now I'm going to stop. The reason I'm going to stop is because the next one would be 16, but 16 is more than 9. So we're not going to use that. Erase for me. All right, I'm going to erase that. All right, so we just stop here. Now to make 9, I need 8 and 1. So I need this one and this one. All right, so 8 and 1, I add these together, and that is going to be 7, 117. 9 times 13 is 117. Right there is 117. I believe 9 times 13 is 117. All right, so I know I kind of went that quick. It's hard to explain over a video, but you could play around with that, and that is how the Egyptians did multiplication. It's not always going to be just this one and this one. It depends on what this numerator is. You could do it the flip side. If we go 13 times 9, it's 1 and 9, 2 and 18, 4 and 36, 8, and that's 60, 72, and then we're going to stop because 16 is more than 13. But now to make 13, I would need the 8, the 4, and the 2. 8 plus 4 is 12. Oh, I'm sorry. 8 plus 4 plus 1. So 8 plus 4 is 12 plus 1 is 13. So I would add 72, 9, and 6 together, and the answer I'm going to get is the exact same thing as 117. So it works for both sides. Have fun, enjoy that a little bit. That's my little computer science for the week, and I hope you're having a great time.